Hello everyone and welcome to qualifying for the second pre-season test of the IFM Season 2 PS4 F1 League. If you've seen the first race, you may have seen that it was GT Fan, the rookie in the Force India, who won that. And right now in the second race, he is absolutely dominating again here in qualifying with a time of, so that stupid thing gets off my screen. 1 minute 11 dead. Very, very good lap time indeed. So I'll just... Here we go. We're back in again. Most drivers in the pits now. We've got Pascal going for another run in the Red Bull, the rookie driver. Pascal, of course, failed to outperform his teammate in the first race. In fact, he was out. He parked up, well, for an unknown reason. We didn't exactly see why. Just parked up at turn 1 and retired from the race. Maybe it just wasn't going his way. But hopefully it will in the second one. He's so far behind his teammate here in qualifying by half a second. His teammate currently second in qualifying in this one. 1 minute 11.1. He's at 1/10 of a second shy off pole position from the rookie driver in the Haas in the Force India. I mean, from what we saw in the first league race, so not league race, first test race for this league, if all races are going to be like that in IFM Season 2, we are in for a promising second season in IFM. I mean, it certainly would be nice to have just as an exciting one as the first one. That's seasons I'm talking of there. Meanwhile, if we take a look at the Haas of Vettel fan, we go for a lap from there. He's just out in turn 2, which is well, almost a hairpin actually, but now he's just coming around through the first sector. Got to avoid all the walls, but got the power as soon as you can. We're coming out of each corner. One line there. Out of turn 6, I believe. No, sorry, turn 5 that was. That was turn 6, turn 7 here now. Exiting that one absolutely brilliantly. Meanwhile, the Williams of M. Weber gets out of the way. Well, I think I'll just call him Weber, so it sounds better. But anyway, there, braking point under the bridge for the second chicane. Absolutely flying through there. Sorry, not second chicane, third chicane there. Absolutely flying through there. You've got to hit the apex on the right hand there and just absolutely fly on the exit, just to zoom up the hill into the third sector, which is where we are now. But around in a hairpin, gets a good entry and a good exit there. Does Vettel fan 05 is currently third fastest at the moment with a 1 minute 11.4, and will he go on to beat that in this, take pole position from GT fan? I would hope so. I'm sure he would too. After having a disastrous end to the first race, he has to put all things right here in the second one for his team, although none of it counts the season. But anyway, coming up to the line there and crossing it after avoiding the World Champions, he does not improve. He was actually 1.1 seconds slower than his first one. 1 minute 12.5 there, and that is a very slow lap. If that was his first run, that would have put him in 11th place. But luckily, he's already done one. Zurai, meanwhile, in a Mercedes as well, looks to have parked up in quite an odd place there, but he's retired now. Zurai in a Mercedes can only go 7th fastest so far in this session, but he can only go lower than that now, assuming everyone else can get past. Meanwhile, Schnitzel is one place below him, and actually just 1/1000th of a second between them. So if Schnitzel could just improve by one little bit here on his next lap, which will be starting now, then he will be up ahead of the Mercedes. Would be good to see. But if he's starting a lap here, he's certainly going to need to turn that fuel mix up from lean, because that is not the way to go. That's all. But anyway, just bring up what tyres they're on, what tyres set the best laps on. Speedy in the Sauber, who missed out on a podium in the first race, goes fastest with a 1 minute 10.7, and that is an amazing lap there from the Sauber driver, with GT fan in the pits and nothing he can do about that. So got a new pole position starter for race 2, pre-season test race 2 that is, and Vettel fan, he did improve his lap. Sorry, no, he didn't. We just saw then he didn't. But I believe he's just done another run. He's on another run now, and he has got quite enough fuel to do so. As C-Stern, what's he done? Oh, he's put it in the wall, I believe. Yep, at turn 1, he has slid off the track and gone bang into the tyre wall there, or the barrier, whichever you like to call it. Oh no, yes, it is a tyre wall. There is tyres underneath those covers. Yeah, some bad damage there to the Ferrari. Ferrari now, where are they all on track? So we got one in 16th place and out. The other is, can't seem to see it, is not to be in the race. But anyway, meanwhile we've got FC Bayern fan going for his first and only run here in qualifying in the Mercedes. We've got his Mercedes teammate is in 7th. We did a 1 minute 11.9. What is FC Bayern fan going to do there? Oh, we just got an accident there from Weber. Yeah, he's put his car in the wall there. Damage doesn't look terminal, but because it hasn't actually said if he's retired or not. Although he'll probably do that manually because he's got no front wing and no time for improvement, so he's out. I mean, well, he'd already finished his lap, so it doesn't matter really. Swiss Gamer now coming up to line, currently in 11th place. Can he go any higher? Oh, only 1 place, 10th place. He does improve by 1/10 of a second, nearly 2/10. But yeah, that's he's back down to 11th again. Is the Williams? As Schnitzel has got ahead of. In fact, no, he hasn't got ahead of. It's alright. So it wasn't him. I think it was actually Epic Scorpion who got ahead, and now Spike as well. He's up into 8th place in the Force India. So Force India currently 2nd and 8th. As qualifying has now come to an end. It was a good first race just earlier, and if it's going to be anything like this one, we're certainly in for a cracker. So, Speedy 2000 in Sauber, can he make up for what happened in the first race, losing a podium? GT fan who won the first one is 2nd, Renferrer is 3rd, Vic Mill defending champions 4th, Vettel fan 5th, Pascal 6th, FC Bayern fan is 7th, good final run from him. And the first run, Spike 8th, Arai 9th, and Schnitzel is 10th. We'll soon get the race underway. All cars and drivers now just syncing up through the internet to get this one underway. So we just get everything on the screen now, all the information that you may need. So we'll have the gap interval position change on there. There is no formation lap in this one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure if there will be in the actual season, but in these test races we will be doing it. So yes, of course there will be in the actual one. Time I was saying that, I thought there wasn't one in test race, but yeah, in the first one there was, so there should be in this one. It's going to be interesting anyway, because it is only a one-stop race, but if we can actually bring the details of the tyres so far, if you look at that, the two on the front row, GT fan has gone for the super soft tyre. That's why he was slower in this qualifying session than he was in the first one. So GT fan going for the long first run. And if you can keep up with Speedy and have good pace after Speedy pits from his ultra soft tyres, then GT fan could win the other race. I mean, what a way to start your IFM career, winning both races, winning both pre-season races. That would be a phenomenal achievement. But anyway, as we are underway now, formation lap, you see the green lights there, and it's Speedy who takes us away in the Sauber. Speedy in the first race, finishing 6th, I believe it was, because there was a lot of penalties from everyone, so it became a bit of a mix-up. Although it could have been easily 3rd place for Speedy. But yeah, and behind him, of course, GT fan, Renfarah 3rd, Vic Mill 4th, Vettel fan 5th, Pascal 6th, FC Bayern fan 7th, Spike is 8th, Sarai 9th, 10th, Schnitzel now further down. Well, some drivers have not left for the formation lap due to, well, I don't know, glitch from the game. Epic Scorpion is 11th, Swiss Gamer is 12th, Hardy Edge is 13th, Weber is 14th, and I believe he's the last one actually going on the formation lap. No, he's not. XOS Freaks in the Renault is also going. I don't think he showed up for the first race. Falsy Bear is 16th. Seaston is 17th. Selangorville in the other Renault is 18th. And last but not least is Milan Klaus in 19th. Milan Klaus, I think, was right at the back for the first race as well, so he wants to do something in this race tonight. Sorry, tonight. Well, we're not live, but yeah, certainly want to do something different in this race. And the first one, as you see the drivers ghosting through each other. It's a glitch shot we don't want, but it certainly is funny to watch. But anyway, we've got the drivers now lining up onto the grid as Speedy's car is just slightly out of box, but never mind. I think we'll get a penalty for that because it wasn't in his control. The game lies it on the grid yourself. Marshall's at the ready. Medical car, which you can't see at the back of the grid like you usually do. Rear left one isn't there, but everyone's ready. Here in pre-season race 2 here in Canada. First one was in Canada and so is the second one. I don't know why that's the case. I thought 2 different circuits would be better, but anyway, we got 1 light, we got 2 light, we got 3 light, we got 4 light, we got 5 lights now, and away we go. The lights go out and Speedy gets a good start on a GT fan. He's going to try and get on the inside. No, he doesn't. Oh yes, he has. He's dived to the inside of turn 1, although he's now on the outside for turn 2 and has not made the move stick. So Speedy continues his lead going on, and meanwhile when we bring up position change on screen, we've got GT fan still second, Menfar third, Pascal has made it from 6th up to 4th, so a good start there for the rookie driver in the Renault, who actually managed to out-qualify his more experienced teammates in the other Red Bull, who I can't say, oh, he's actually at the back, and what's happened, he is in the wall just before the first chicane. I mean, he can still, well, he's retired now. Did he actually? No, sorry, Pascal didn't out-qualify his teammate. I got confused to where he was. I didn't know where Victor was at all. Who else is out? Freaks is out. Yeah, he's got terminal damage too, so a few incidents there at the start of the race, but it is Speedy who leads the race from GT Fan, and we're going to have a big prime fight between those two. Meanwhile, Force India is in the wall. Force India out of the race is here, and he's spinning around, and that is Spite's Force India, and he's got cars ghosting through him. Thank goodness for that. When the yellow flares come out on this game, they goes through any cars that they would hit. Schnitzel, meanwhile, in the McLaren has a fantastic start. He's up from 10th to 4th place in the McLaren Honda. Brilliant start there by the Dutch driver. And so Vettel fan in 5th place, trying to fight Pascal in front in the Red Bull. And Schnitzel has got a few cars behind. He's got Zurai in 7th place, Witzgamer and Williams in 8th place too. Epic Scorpion not too far behind in the Sauber. Oh no, he nearly hits the wall. Oh, has he just managed to keep control of that after just clipping the wall slightly. But yeah, he keeps it going. He's gone from 11th to 9th place to find this race. Swiss game, a good start from him. He may have had a poor qualifying in 12th place, but he managed to make up so far in the start of this race. He's up to P8. Meanwhile, Zurai gets the move lane on Schnitzel. Yes, he does. So that's Zurai in the Mercedes. Taken 6th, 7th away from McLaren and spun. Schnitzel has spun and he's facing the wrong direction. He's straight away turning that into a donut, showing off how good a driver he is when he can come to drifting and donuts. But hopefully he'll be able to save those donuts for celebrating race wins of the season. Meanwhile, MM Webber and Epic Scorpion are battling away, going down the back straight. DRS not available just yet as we're only on lap 2 and DRS doesn't come into lap 3. But Epic Scorpion right now, he's just right on the back of him. He may have lost position, but he may want to take it back again, going in towards the chicane, and he backs off. And very well maturely, oh no, he's going into the pits as well as Swiss Gamer up in front, who has got damage to his front wing. So Zurai up to 5th place, in brief so 4th, but yeah, it is 5th place. 1.9 seconds behind Vettel fan in the Haas up the road. Speedy so far doing a good job. He's on the softer of the 2 tyres that the drivers are using at this race so far. Speedy on the ultra softs, GT fan on the super softs. And what GT fan's just going to want to do is just to keep the Sauber in front within his sight and not let him get too far away. And hopefully have a chance of an overcut in this race. And what would make it an even better chance for that to happen is if Speedy pitted and came out in traffic. Of course, we don't know what it's going to be like yet. And I suggest, well, I don't suggest, I predict that Speedy will maybe pit on laps 7 or 8. His pit window, as you see on the telemetry there, is 7th, lap 7 to lap 15. So if he pitted now, he would be 7th. and in big traffic, and he don't want that as he sets a fast lap with a 1 minute 13.1, so a good lap there from the Sauber on the ultra soft tyres. Further back we've got good battles at Selangville and MM Webber, they're battling away. Selangville continuing a great start. He started in, 18th place, he's up to 12th. Why did I not see any of that? But yep, so that's Selangville in the Renault, absolutely fantastic start, up into 6th place. Although if we take a look now at the pit stops, Swiss Gamer, Epic Scorpion, Hardy Edge, Seastern, Milan Klaus and Spike have all made a pit stop as Fozzie Bear is in the pits now. And then Webber's in the wall, he's out. So trying to keep up there with Selangville has all gone wrong. And he is in the wall, he's the Legion Sutil from 2007. And he's out of this race. And up front, a battle for 3rd place is on actually between both Hasses. What entertaining this would be. They were close on the final lap in the first race, and it was, I believe it was Ren Farah finishing just ahead of them, just ahead out the 2. So they're battling for 3rd place time on the last lap in the last race. They were battling for, I believe it was 4th place. But anyway, as Vettel fan, he's got the DRS open right behind his teammate. There's going to be no letting go here as there's no counting towards the championship. Yet Vettel fan stays behind Ren Farah. And meanwhile, Pascal has pitted in the Red Bull. Schnitzel's pitting in the McLaren. Pascal has took the red Super Softs. What Schnitzel's taking, he's going to be taking the red Super Softs as well. Good choice. So most drivers actually making their pit stops, and that promotes Selangville up to 5th place and 8 seconds behind Vettel fan, who's battling now side by side, wheel to wheel with his teammate Ren Farah. Oh, this is close under the bridge there, and who's going to be ahead? It is Vettel fan. He has took the position from his teammate. Excuse me. But now, in the 3rd sector, they're going to the DRS zone, and Ren Farah is the one behind, but he always going to make a move into the hairpin. No, he's not. He's wise, and he knows that he can use the DRS. There we go. Detection line. Oh, as his knee spun it. Or no, it was just a lag, I think, or maybe a little bit of spin. But he still has the DRS there on his teammate, does Ren Farah. As we're on board with him now, DRS down the back straight, but he's nowhere near close enough to make the slipstream take effect. Is either one going to pit? Yes, Ren Farah does pit. And so it'll be interesting to see where those 2 guys come out. It's amazing they didn't stack the cars. It was all be tit for tat. If Vettel fan pitted, Ren Farah would go another lap, and if Vettel fan didn't, Ren Farah would have pitted. That's what's happened. Selangville also in the pits. Although I'm quite surprised to see him in the pits. He started on the super soft tyre, and I thought he'd have gone on a long first run and then took the ultras, but he's taken the ultras now, pitting on lap 6 out of 18, so he's going to try to make the softer compound run a further distance. Although yes, did he use those super softs in qualifying? He may have done. We didn't quite notice, but Selangville now coming out the pit lane. Going out the pit exit, and he's close to Epic Scorpion. It's going to be a good battle here. Epic Scorpion and Schnitzel right in front, and Epic Scorpion now and Selangville alongside each other, now going into the first chicane with Stauber on the inside. The Stauber holds into position just about, but does, I think, skim the wall slightly there in front of the Renault. So with Selangville on fresher tyres, and Epic Scorpion, but only by a lap, and Epic Scorpion's already up to heat. It's going to be interesting to see how these get on as Selangville picks up a 3-second penalty. There's penalties galore in the last race. Hopefully not so many here. Vettel fan now, is he going to pit on lap 6? Yes, he does. So, where's he going to be in relation to Ren Farah? This is going to be close. Vettel fan is currently in the pit lane. He's not been served yet. Ren Farah is going down the back straight. Of course, the pit exit does not take turn 1. It skips turn 1. Vettel fan exits the pits. Ren Farah is down the pit straight. Oh boy, this is going to be close. Well, I think Ren Farah might have just jumped his teammate, or maybe not. It is close. Oh no, Vettel fan has just got in front. He stays in front of his teammate. That is very close there from the Hasses, and certainly good to watch there. So, they are both now on the, well, actually Vettel fan, has he took the, well, I thought he took the yellow softs there for a second. No, I think it must just be my eyes. They're both on the red super softs towards the end of the race. You can get 11 laps out of these tyres, or 12 including this one. That's a good battle to watch. So, GT fan in the 4-seater is doing exactly what I said he should do. Keep Speedy in the Sauber in his sight. Does Speedy pit now? No, he doesn't. And neither does GT fan, of course. GT fan going for the longer run, and he's doing a good job on those tyres so far. He's got plenty of fuel saved at the moment, plenty of reserve. He wants to burn some up. I think the best time for him to burn it up is either just when he gets within his pit window, which is from lap 10 onwards, which we're not far away from now actually, or after his pit stop, so then he's got lighter car, faster tyres and faster fuel flow, as he's now dropped below the 2-second mark to Speedy up in front. But then GT Fan would have the tyre advantage. Speedy's got the tyre advantage now, but later on GT Fans is going to be the one with the tyre advantage. So that is going to be worth keeping an eye out for. Meanwhile, Schnitzel and Swiss Gamer, they're having a battle. We can get rid of the pit stops graphic off the screen now. And yep, Schnitzel is on the red super softs, and so is Swiss Gamer in front. So a battle there for 6th place is well and truly on. So Langville currently in 8th in the Renault. He has got past Seastern, so good driving there from the American. But Schnitzel now is going to hope to get past Swiss Gamer as soon as possible and not lose too much time doing so. Oh, he has clipped the wall there. He has clipped the wall, lost part of his front wing into Langville. He's just catching him now in his Renault. Of course, we know McLaren and Renault are in partnership this season for the real world of F1, but in this 2017 game, and those two are not going to be anywhere helping each other. It's a test race and nothing counts, but still, drivers need confidence going into the season, and Schnitzel, he's right on the inside. Is he going to touch? Luckily, he didn't put Slangville in the wall, so Slangville with a great move round the outside of Schnitzel there in the Renault. But Schnitzel's going to have DRS on him, but what does... Yep, Slangville has as well. Slangville's got it on Swiss Gamer up in front, but still... The DRS doesn't look to be taking effect for Slangville, but it is for Schnitzel. And Schnitzel, he's going into the pits. Schnitzel in the pits, of course, he hadn't yet pitted, Slangville had. And Slangville didn't actually waste too much time doing so, disposing of Schnitzel out of 7th place. Seastern then has not pitted in the Ferrari. He is in 8th. Well, in fact, yes, wait, Schnitzel did pit, but he just damaged his front wing as we saw there. Meanwhile, on the straight going into turn 1, it's Spike. And who's the other driver? It's Fozzie Bear, Spike and Fozzie Bear in the Toro Rosso and the Force India. That's a good battle to watch. Spike just stays in front. He just manages to hold on to 11th place from the Toro Rosso at his expense. Schnitzel now 13th place on track with FC Bayern fan ghosting around, and he is, well, got nothing from this race now. Speedy now, is he going to pit? He's not pitting. Of course, he's well in range of his pit window between laps 7 and 15. I said it was. We are now on lap 10 of 18. Yep, lap 10 of 18. And Red Farah in the Haas is pitting again because he's got no front wing. So he must have had a scrappy battle there with his teammate, which sadly we didn't see. We saw the pit lane battle, but not the on-track battle that we just saw there. That would have took place on lap 9. Milan Klaus has retired. What's he done? Milan Klaus, he's put it in all the champions. Starting from the back of the grid, looked to be having good progress up to 10th place after starting 19th. Has put it in the wall as his teammate there, Fozzie Bear, goes past and says, "Oh dear, my friend, what have you done?" Oh, there's a McLaren Schnitzel there, and then he smashes into him. But luckily he didn't. That's Milan Klaus out of the race. Meanwhile, GT fan, interestingly to say, has actually gained time on Speedy up in front, although on my screen now it's showing he's got the ultra soft tyres on. That's Speedy. Well, the graphics show Speedy's got the super softs, but on the car it's got the ultras. GT fan we saw earlier, it's saying he's going for the longer run, hence why his pit window has only just opened, and he hasn't just pitted, has he? We'll bring it up. Oh yes, he has. Well, they've both pitted. We didn't see that. We were concentrating on the battle, so battle's on between them. I mean, there is the pit's glitch, so the tyre graphic glitch going on, which I've come across. Marius I commentated on, and that's why GT fan has took huge chunks out of Speedy's time, because GT fan now is right on the back of the Sauber in front. And my God, this is going to be a fantastic battle for the lead in this race, as the full timing screen now glitches ladies and gentlemen, so I do apologise for that. Hopefully it's just putting itself right. But whatever tyre speed he's on, if he's on the super softs and that's not what's showing, then good, but if he's not, then it's not right. And why it's showing Fozzie Bear in the lead, I do not know, because he is not in the lead. There we go. But anyway, here we go. GT Fan now. DRS open. Onto the main straight. GT Fan, is he going to make the move on Speedy going into turn 1? He is. He tries to do it on lap 1 at the start of the race. He tries to push him off the track, but no, it doesn't. Speedy holds on to it. GT, well, gets one wheel on the grass there. And holds, well, has to hold on to second place. Because it's not over yet, though. Well, lap 12 out of 18. And this battle for the lead is certainly an enjoyable one to watch. And if we're going to keep on getting this in the season to come, it's certainly going to be very interesting. As now he's right on the back of him, and there is no DRS here. But is he going to get him under the bridge? No, he's not. He stays in second place still. He's going to wait for the right place to make the move. And that is on the back straight, using the DRS. And despite them battling here, they're actually gaining time on everyone else. Vettel finding the Haas in third place. It's 6 seconds behind. A Speedy there gets the back end flicking out on the exit of the hairpin. And GT Fan now, can he get past the Sauber up in front? He's got the DRS open. It does lag a little bit. This racing session tonight, which is a bit sad, but not as bad as in the first race. Speedy now, yep, he holds on to the lead. And GT Fan, despite having a DRS, he just can't get past the Sauber. Just like Zarai couldn't get past GT Fan in the first race. Zarai is out of this race. So GT Fan hasn't got to worry about Zarai in this one. I mean, amazingly in this race, we've got the defending champion out. Of course, he was out on lap 1. After just 3 corners, went off at the 4th and was out. Put it in the wall. But not his fault though. And now we've got C-Stern. Oh, he's put it in the World Champions. Well, maybe the World Champions. No, he hasn't. He'll have hit the wall on the left because it's the left front tyre that's damaged. So he was running in 7th place and he's now down to 10th. So, yep, that's C-Stern in the Ferrari out of the race. Schnitzel now is back up to 10th place. And he's catching up to Spike and Hardy Edge, who are fighting in front. Hardy Edge, of course, his teammate, so Hardy Edge could be doing Schnitzel a bit of a favour here by holding up the Force India, slowing them both down and letting Schnitzel catch up, and both McLarens can launch a huge attack on the Force India. Meanwhile, going into the final chicane there. Oh, yes, Speedy's just clipped the wall slightly now. GT Fan is alongside him, going onto the main straight. DRS wide open. He's going now. Gear 7. He's alongside him, going into turn 1. Is he going to make the move? Yes, he does. And he just manages to keep it on the track just about before going into turn 2. Hugs the apex, hugs the inside line. And GT Fan, he won the first race in absolute dominant style. And in this second one, it looks like he's going to win this one too. On the back end to flick about there after the first chicane. Can he stay in front? Is Speedy going to be able to launch an attack when they get to the DRS zone again? Well, yes, GT Fan's just got in front. Well, he's struggling to hit the apexes now. So, the battle for the lead is not over, even though the move's been made. And battle for 5th place is well and truly on as well, between Ren Farah, who had to make an extra pit stop, and Swiss Gamer in the Williams Martini racing car. And a push, well, Ren is actually pushing Swiss through the first sector. He's on the inside. He's already got a slight damaged front wing again. And the Red Bull, oh, brilliant move there by the Red Bull. Pascal pulling out a cracking manoeuvre on them both. And he steals 5th place at the expense of Swiss Gamer and Ren Farah. So, Pascal now 6.3 seconds behind Selangville in front. Oh, he's hit the wall. And so was who's the other one? Ren Farah as well has hit the wall. And I believe now, yeah, Ren Farah's given up. He's retiring. He's out of this race. That was the non-purpose crash there. Swiss Gamer's got a damaged left end plate, and Pascal has no front wing at all. Wow. And, well, I don't know what Spike's doing there. I think, has he just run wide? Yes, he has. Oh, he's, whoa. That's very close there between Hardy Edge and Spike. I believe it ghosted briefly. And Schnitzel is ahead of them both now, and he's in 7th place. So, good comeback there from Schnitzel, having to do the extra pit stop that I didn't want, although it did put him on the faster tyre again. So Swiss Gamer and Pascal are in the pits. That gives Selangville some good breathing space from behind and in front. He's 17 seconds behind, Vettel Fan ahead. But the battle now for the lead is not over. Speedy has got the DRS on the Force India, but he's not made anything from it so far. Is he going to make it here on lap 15 out of 18? Appears. No, he isn't. But now onto the main straight. They both get a good exit out of the final chicane. That is very impressive driving. You can really learn from watching those two going through there. But yeah, It's still GT Fan in the lead, assuming there is no penalties for them. I'm not going to bring the graphic on my screen because that means the pause menu, so we'll find out at the end what penalties take effect, although there is a back marker now in front of them, and we just see which one it is. It's Hardy Edge in the McLaren Honda, and Swiss Game, no, not Swiss Gamer, no it's not. Hardy Edge clearly there, let GT Fan through. Speedy has not quite got through yet, but anyway, battles to watch. Schnitzler is in 6th place now after Pascal put it in the wall and in the pit, so well done Schnitzler. You know, 5 seconds behind Spike in 5th place. Yeah, it's a bit more spread out now as the field, although there is a gap for, sorry, not a gap, a battle for 8th place between Swiss Gamer and Fozzie Bear. And Fozzie Bear now, is he going to be able to hold on to 8th place? DRS level on both cars because Fozzie Bear got it from Pascal's Red Bull in front. Is it going to make a move here? Swiss Gamer turn 1, well, he's got briefly car in front, although there is a slightly bit of contact there going around turn 2. But now Swiss Gamer, good momentum there going out of turn 2 on the ultra soft tyre, gets the better traction. Excuse me, but there you go, it's just carrying all this contact, and they're both in the wall, and both drivers are out of the race. Absolutely sensational driving. The crowd go racing on their feet, as I can see here from my commentary box on the way straight, a rise on their feet as they saw it on the giant TV screens. Oh, what a moment. It's the worst incident that Jenson Button and Fernando Alonso in 2011. That only left one driver out and beached. Button carried on. But anyway, we've got a battle here for now for 7th place. It's between Pascal and Schnitzler. Schnitzler very experienced in this league, finished 4th last season in season 1. But Pascal manages to get him round the outside a hairpin, but Schnitzler's got the DRS and he's right on the inside. He's going into the final chicane and he manages to get the car tucked in front like you would when overtaking your car on the motorway or on any road actually around the world. But that's a good overtake there from Schnitzler, just to quickly take it back. DRS doing its job, and so he takes back 6th place from Pascal. Oh, the Spike's hit the wall. He's hit the wall on the exit of turn 2 and he's out as well. Oh, there's cars hitting everywhere, and that puts Schnitzler back up to 5th and Pascal into 6th. It's as though their incidents that they previously had just didn't happen. But now, Pascal, there's a bit of contact between them again, and Pascal, oh, he's just staying in front. Yes, he has good traction there on the exit of the 2nd chicane. But now, oh, what's Schnitzler going to do? Pascal closes the door. 3rd chicane there, out the bridge. Not both of them on the power so quick. Oh, it's Pascal. He braked and let it through. I think he had an illegal overtake there, according to the game. Back at the front, meanwhile, GT Fan has pulled out a gap of 2.5 seconds to Speedy. So GT Fan doing exactly what he needs to do, as we're actually on the last lap of this race and he's now in the last sector because there's so much action. I didn't know where we were. And well, not all cars are going to be classified in this. Only 7 of them are. It's like it's the same with Australia 2008, that season opener, where only 8 cars were classified, but only 6 of them crossed the line. That was an amazing race, and this was something like that, although that one was much longer and had safety cars. This one, however, GT Fan wins again. He wins the 2nd race of the night. 2 out of 2 for the rookie driver. Well done. The penalties did not take effect, as Speedy had some as well. Well, I don't know if GT Fan had any actually, but we'll see anyway. Vettel Fan picks up a podium, what he could have had in the first race, but gets it this time eventually, so well done. Good driving there from Vettel Fan. So Langville now is the next car to cross the line. He'll be in 4th place. As all cars now are spread out in this field. So Slangville, the driver from America, finishes 4th in this race. And well, probably I'd say man of the race in this one. He started from, I believe it was 18th place. Let's see, yes, 18th place and finished 4th. I know it's only 25%, I know a lot of cars were out, but he did do a lot of overtaking there to get 4th place. Fantastic. Pascal now crosses the line in a Red Bull. He finishes 5th. Schnitzler now crosses the line in the McLaren Honda. Is he 6th? Yes, I believe he is. And that's all drivers who've now crossed the line. And it works, so Schnitzler is 5th. So Pascal must have had a numerous amount of penalties. I'm actually hiccuping now because of this commentary. There was so much action there. I could barely believe it. Is this what I'm going to be faced with throughout the season? Oh man, I'm going to lose my voice. And actually, I've lost my voice once before commentating. No, I probably shouldn't say it because I may lose my job in this one, but oh my. Wow. Barely got a breather in that one, but GT Fan stands proud on the podium again. But not just on the podium, on the top step of the podium. And it's all German top three here in the first race with an American and a Dutch right behind them. I said after the first race, who's going to keep up the momentum? Well, it appears GT Fan is doing so. GT Fan, phenomenal driver. I'm certainly looking forward to seeing more of him this season. He did get a penalty, but so did Speedy, both 3 seconds worth. But oh my god, what a fantastic race that was. I can't take you through the whole order because not everyone finished. McLaren finished 5th and 7th in this race, so that was good. Pascal finishing 6th in this race. Rookie driver, very good. But GT Fan, he's your man of the night. And he's the most exciting one going into this season. Thanks for watching these test races. We hope to see you on the 16th of March for the US Grand Prix and round 1 of IFM Season 2. The wait is almost over for the season. Don't go away. Thanks for watching.